Okay, then I'll start the presentation. Hi everyone, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. I am Jina Yu and I'll be presenting your technical webinar today with the help of Suri. We would like to welcome you all to our webinar, which is focused on UBio Alpeta functions. The presentation will focus on the visitor management service and will be presented from both visitors and visitor administrators' point of view. Prior to the webinar, this technical webinar will be recorded and uploaded to YouTube at a later date. You are welcome to type in your question with sending a chat by clicking the union.suj name in the attendee list. And if you have any questions that are difficult to answer right now, we will try to answer them by email or other method as soon as possible. We hope by the end of the session, you will have a great understanding about UBio Alpeta visitor management service. These are the main points I would like to discuss today. The visitor management process starts with a visitor application. First, I will show you the explanation and demonstration of how to apply for a visit. I will also inform you of a page where visitors can check their application status. In the second chapter, I will explain what the visitor administrator should do next and the subsequent process. Now, let's begin by visit application. Let's explore this feature with a detailed example. In UBio Alpeta, pages for visitor application, approval, or denial are managed through a separate page called Visitor Management, not UBio Alpeta page. In order to access this page, you must have access rights, just like accessing the UBio Alpeta page. You cannot log into Visitor Management page as a master, and you can only log in through a user registered in UBio Alpeta. So you need to set the user who manages the visitor in the user menu. I will call this user the visitor administrator from now on. Setting up the visitor administrator is very simple. You can do this by clicking user information in the user menu and setting allow remote access with password. I will use this user ID 1 as the visitor administrator in the following explanations. This user can now approve or deny application form visitors on the visitor management page. So now let's talk about how a visitor can visit Apply. Visitors should visit Apply via the following URL. This page is for visitors and you will see two buttons. For visit application, please press this button to move to the application form screen. For the visit application, the visitor needs to know the name of the UBio Alpeta user to visit, which is a visitor administrator. And please be aware that this visit application can be conveniently applied through mobile as long as the UBio Alpeta server is accessible from the outside. Once the visit application has been completed, the visit can check his or her visit application status at any time through this button. Now I will show you the process of applying for a visit in a video. Okay, then let me tell you more about the visitor application status page. On the visitor application page, please access the visitor application status page with the visitor's mobile phone number and password. On this page, you can check all current visit application status with your user information. If the visitor applied on different dates due to the schedule, you will be able to see several applications as shown in the list. Please double-click on an item to see detailed information about each visit application. You can check the information you requested on this page. If you want to reschedule or add visitors and carrying items, please modify the information on this page at any time. The visitor is now done before the visitor administrator approves. Now, let's move on to the visitor administrator. The visitor administrator page is different from the previous link. The visitor administrator manages the visitor through the following link, and only users who have remote access allowed in UBio Alpeta can sign into this page. Then please enter your user ID and remote access password and click the button. On this page, you can check the list of visitors applied to the logged in user, including previous histories. The name of the logged in user is shown in the upper right corner of the screen, so please sign in with the correct visitor administrator. Approved visitors are shown in green. Visitors whose visit date has expired are shown in gray, and visitors who have not yet been approved are shown in yellow. To complete visitor registration, first you need to approve the visitor, then add the authentication type to be used by the visitor and add authentication data. To add authentication data, please double-click on the waiting user. In the detailed visitor screen, you can check the list of visitors who have applied for a visit apply and carrying information again. Please click the Approval button to allow the visit. If the information is not correct, you can press Denier to disallow the visit and ask the visitor to proceed with the visit apply again. The important thing to do after the visit is approved is to enter the authentication data to be used by the visitor. Please double-click the approved user. Now, you need to register authentication data for all users in visit information. First, please select a visitor to add an authentication type to by double-clicking the user in the visitor list. There are two ways to register visitors' authentication data. The visitor administrator directly registers authentication data or requests the visitor to register it. The types of visitor authentication information that can be used are fingerprint, card, password, face, and walkthrough face. However, please keep in mind that only walkthrough faces are the only authentication type that visitors can directly register with, because only walkthrough faces can register biometric data through photos. Other types, such as fingerprints, cards, and faces, require remote registration through the terminal or information entry on this page. Please click this button to register authentication information directly on this page. However, please note that in case of remote registration, the privilege of the visitor administrator must have the terminal option. Then please register authentication information by selecting one from the list of current connected terminals. If you want to request a visitor to register with a photo directly without registering authentication information now, please select the Send Input Link option on the right and click the Send Link button. Visitors can register their biometric information by accessing to the given link. When you have gone through all the process, please click the Register button to finish. Visitor who has authentication data can be found in user menu of UBio Alpeta from now on. For user ID, the smallest number is automatically assigned in ascending order. Visitors are displayed with privilege as visitor and can be conveniently managed by adding groups or access groups if necessary. Then the visitor information is automatically sent to the terminal. Also, if you need to adjust the visit schedule or change the authentication type, Please adjust it as you want in the user information menu, like a normal user. On this page, you can add all the other authentication types supported by UBio Alpeta, in addition to the 5 authentication types you could choose from in the visitor registration. At the time of event, visitors can easily enter by accessing to the system using their pre-registered authentication information. Also, from UBio Alpeta server, visitors' entries data are verified in real time. Okay, that's all I have prepared for you today. Again, this video has been recorded and we will send you a video link soon. And we've done our best to answer your questions via chat. And if you have any questions that haven't been answered, we will check them out and answer them later. Or feel free to contact us via email or WhatsApp. Then I'd like to finish by thanking you all for your attention. Thank you and have a great day.